frequency of 52 megacycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. A test program follows. For you who've been trained technically, I need hardly say that there's still a number of problems to solve. I guess you know them as well as anybody knows them. But I think we've proceeded far enough to justify the statement, at least, that these technical problems are not insurmountable.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the KOTE Show. This is your Tuesday evening information for all things Keyforge. Brett is busy dancing to the background music, as he should be right now.
Yeah.
I'm running from a different camera angle, so sorry, I'm still trying to set my desk up again. Well, I've not forgot to unmute us, but I have completely forgotten to do what the first thing we were going to do. So let's start off now by running our trailer for our new event coming up, our KOTE 9 event, which is due to start in a few weeks' time. Entries are until the 25th of May, am I remembering that correct?
25th of May is when round one will start, so that's the last chance, sort of thing, like midday.
Correct. So I'm going to start off by showing the trailer video for that, and then we can go through the rest of the details from there. So, KOTE 9 starts in 3-4 weeks time, 5 weeks time, 25th of May. Register and subscribe. Sorry, register your teams before then. Come on board. Just to be clear here, you're bringing a 3-man team as ever. Each person brings one deck for the entirety of the event. No SAS limit, no restrictions. But
the format will be decided by your opponents. So. Yeah. You don't want to be bringing your basic KOTE rushes, or else you're going to be playing that reversal the entire event.
Yep, or you could bring 3 amazing rush decks, and one's always going to be a reversal, but the other 2.
Play the odds.
And then you got the Archon. Sorry, not Archon.
The
Short Adaptive. That's the one I'm thinking of, which means that so you're still probably going to be losing 2 of the games then. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting format. We've had an awful lot of good feedback on this, and I'll thank Karen from the Swindle for putting this format together, because it's really interesting to see how it's going to go. What are you? Stop showing off your million evil twin decks, you piece of 2 boxes, no evil twins, no Mavericks. I'm not happy. But that's the game.
4 evil twins out of 2 boxes.
I am starting to like Dark Tidings. It's bringing me much more into the game than Mass Mutation was. I mean, I played it a lot this week. I'm sorry to our American viewer who hasn't got access to it yet, but it is.
A lot of Americans are ordering it from Canada, which is kind of cool.
Well, Canada has it, but America doesn't.
Yeah, Canada retailers seem to get hold of it. Yeah, don't get me started on that one. But you can't. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I see. I'm on the other mind of it. Mass Mutation to me felt like a more evened out KOTE, and Dark Tidings feels like AOA with a little bit of extra power due to the enhancements and the Tide being able to sort of mess up the pool a little bit.
I think that's why I like it. Because I was more a fan of AOA than KOTE when it was matched.
I like AOA sealed, and I think I'm going to like Dark Tidings sealed a lot more than any other one, because there are so many wacky event cards and things you can get in there. I played in sealed yesterday, and I got the first scroll, and my entire event was now me going, okay, I need to break the first scroll, and I almost did it, but Tom saw me coming. But I feel like it's another shift towards more board-centered play, which because of the Tide it is, and it just feels like AOA with a little bit more enhancements. I still like it more than AOA. I still like it more than Worlds Collide, but I prefer Mass Mutations and KOTE to Dark Tidings hands down.
Whereas at the moment, I say AOA is still my favourite. Dark Tidings is second. Then Mass Mutation, KOTE, and then no.
If we're talking sealed, then AOA and Dark Tidings are definitely my favourite to play sealed.
Oh, even outside of sealed, but I'm not. I don't mind losing. So, we've not got a lot of news today.
But speaking of the Dark Tidings release for America, this week Nathan did put into the Dex of Keyforge Discord a poll as to whether he will release the Dark Tidings SAS numbers on the 1st of May when the next SAS update comes, which would be brilliant for us because we might see some Dark Tidings in the KOTE finals, or if he'll do it on May 16th, I believe, is it, that Dark Tidings gets released in America?
It's going to be interesting.
It's definitely true. I think because the majority of Dex Keyforge users are Italian, and the majority of people that put the vote on it said that they want it on the 1st, we might get it on the 1st, but Nathan did say he'll do what was best for the community, so hopefully we'll get it. Hopefully we'll get it on the 1st in a few days. We'll get the Dark Tidings SAS numbers, which means the Crucible might calm down a little bit with all these OP decks floating around.
Well, it could also be the best thing for the community is to just do a random number generator and make a score that's irrelevant.
We've already got that with Burger Tokens rating system.
Burger Tokens is a rating system?
You never used the Burger Token rating system?
I think I did maybe a year ago. I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah, they started off with like a. It's just a random number generator. Why can't I find it anymore? They got rid of it. Cause I love doing that. I just like it's kind of like Burger Tokens. There we go. Oh, I'll have to find it and show you. But yeah, it kind of the Burger Tokens like deck breakdown gave you all the same stuff you get on the decks of Keyforge, but then just assigned it a completely random number.
Fair enough. I did want to sit down and do my ranking system at one point. I have in my head, but I've never had time. KOTE takes up too much of my Keyforge time anyway. But anyway, man, just let's keep moving. So let's go through the Swindle. Do you have the Swindle event details going to come up for the 5th of June, I believe it is? Is their next big event?
The big one too. Not the most.
Oh, sorry.
The big one, chapter 2. Not the most inventive naming system.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it's a big one, but there's 2 of them. That kind of.
The big 2.
The big 2. The big deuce. So it's an open Archon, Dark Tidings only with no other restrictions. Approximately, it will be 6 rounds. It's a $10 donation with 50% going towards price support and 50% going towards Doctors Without Borders. It'll be streamed by Morvis and Zach Armstrong on Morvis's channel. Do check it out. All money goes to a great cause, and the Swindle do quite regular events.
Yeah, I mean, the Swindle events are great. I'm now going to jump onto something completely ignoring the order of which I haven't given you anyway. Is the House Mars word search?
Yes.
Where the hell did that come from?
So on Twitter, FFG dropped a hint as to what's coming next month for. I can give you that as well. That's what's coming next month for the Keyforge Adventures, and it's just a picture of the Mars house with some beautiful, which will make a beautiful playmat.
Yeah.
And then which also came with the next Keyforge Adventure thing. So it's most likely going to be a giant Martian creature, which is probably something we could have needed. We've seen Mars hinted in cards like Niflkong, and in some of the other in some other cards going around. So they've been prevalent, but they haven't been around since AOA. So this might be a nice nod to them.
I'm really keen about this Keyforge Adventures. I'm really annoyed I didn't find time at the weekend to play it. That was purely me, mainly forgetting. But I really, really like the co-op side of this.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely something I want to give a try. And I was more relaxed into it because I knew everybody would be playing it over the weekend, and I was more waiting to hear what people came back with and watch people streaming it. And the key racket does not go down easily. The biggest thing we've had from people going back is you can't solo it. You cannot beat it by yourself. Challenge
is accepted.
Well, I didn't like the fact they gave us a word search. I preferred a crossword or something a bit more challenging.
But you got to remember, you can now give that to your son to do, and he can feel engaged.
No, he was just looking at me weird.
Fair enough. In fact, I'm going to go.
Ultimo says he has seen people were 1v1 the Kirakan. That's really cool.
I'm going to actually, download and print the stuff off now, so I can play it after this. Possibly while we have that hour-long gap in the stream while we do the videos.
But you have to commentate the games.
Yeah, I can multitask. Anyway, let's move. Next thing on the list is ABR.
Yeah. So
we had the ABR winner.
Yes, ABR season League 4 goes to the Z-Force agents. If memory serves, they also won season 3 one, with Hobo's Revenge taking second place, and the sign-ups for League 5 do end this coming Friday. So if you want to take part in possibly the most competitive Keyforge event going around, with the amazing prize support and just completely random. I can't think of it. This is, if KOTE were to do a sort of competitive premier event, we just tell you to go to ABR. That it is top tier.
Yeah. If you want to play in, we try to be relaxed, everyone welcome, have a fun experience all the way through. But if you want to go the next step up, take single player, obviously KFPL, but team player is ABR all the way.
The rotating formats, the draft picking system that they use, it's designed to be a fair competitive system, and it's really, really good. You see some of the top names in Keyforge playing in the ABR.
Yeah, definitely, and it's great to see them competing with us as well. I mean, I'm really keen to just promote them as much as possible because they're doing a great service.
Exactly.
And if the time zones were better, I'd have to find a good excuse not to play in it. But yeah, so I'm gonna jump onto one thing here that's not Keyforge related, but it's more as a favour, and Brett knows nothing about this. It's a favour for some of the mods here. So Karen Brown from the Swindle is one of our moderators for KOTE, and she is one of the many voices of reason telling me, Chris, you're being an idiot, stop it. When Brett's too busy to do it. So
never too busy to call you an idiot.
Yeah. You've promised that before. But she's currently looking for votes for a one of her musical pieces coming through. So I'm going to just drop the link to the chat. I'm hoping that you
I'm
guys...
going to drop bubbles in the chat.
Ooh. If you have the time, guys, take a look. They're basically doing a... choosing what's going to be available, I think, in the next opera season where she is. And I'm just keen to share this out, get as wide a range of people in as possible, because just to get different people's feedback on it to help her, and if she gets a few more votes, even better. So I'm going to drop that in to the chat now. and I'll pretend to be Brett to do it. But yeah, guys, take a look, have a vote, have a look through. If nothing else, if you're not an opera fan, learn about opera. Take a view of some modern opera. If you are an opera fan, then it's even better. You'll like it. I like opera. I'm not the biggest follower of it, but I have been to a few in my time.
I like opera.
Opera is slightly different, but yeah. So, okay. And with that, we're now going to jump onto the metrics, just because I'm trying to keep our routine of finishing in a sense.
My head's just going to the community joke going, I'm writing a musical about being a police officer. A copra.
So, I just realised I need to switch my screens around, I think. So,
Copra.
the main issue with having a new desk setup is all my monitors are the wrong way around. So give me 1 second just to move this over here. Move that over there.
Metrics.
So we're going to go into the metrics now.
I will, yes.